Hey everybody, it's your girl Planet Time on Deck. Ooh, I hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, and or evening whenever you guys are seeing this. So check it out, about to take you guys on a quick ride with me while I handle some business, and I thought that y'all might want to jump on deck with your girl. So if you guys want to get into today's story time, all y'all gotta do, stay tuned. All right, you guys, so thank you guys so much for being back on deck with me. I appreciate that. Y'all already know that, right? Okay, so question of the day. Could you date a guy or a girl who was incarcerated, right? Could you date a guy or a girl who was incarcerated, right? I asked this because, you guys, I got these face shields behind me on the back of my seat, and when the wind blows, they're making a whole ton of noise. Just throw that down there. I asked this question because many moons ago, and y'all know me and my moons, but many moons ago, I was dating this guy, and we were already dating. We were already in what you would consider a long-term relationship, right? And at some point in that relationship, the guy, he was incarcerated, right? He had to do like something like 2 years, right? 2 years in prison, that is. Not throughout that time that he was in prison. That was like a new experience for me, by way of going up to a jail. Now, don't get me wrong. I have relatives who have been in prison, you know, in jail or whatever else. Relatives who are in jail right now, okay? But I'm talking about for a personal, intimate experience. You know what I mean? Like for a love interest or whatever else. I hadn't ever had to deal with nobody who had got locked up before or who was in jail, right? So this experience was totally new for me. It's a new experience for me, the fact that he was, that I was actually visiting an inmate, okay? Now, the experience itself, very unique. And one thing I want to say is that I picked up on really quick is that they play a big difference depending on what inmate you're going to go see, okay? You're going to go see Tyrone and Jerome, you're going to get a different treatment. You're going to go see, Mark or John, you're going to, your treatment is different, okay? Now you go through the process where, of course, you have to one, be approved as a visitor. They send you some kind of paperwork to your house. You have to fill out all this paperwork, copy of your ID, all this other stuff. I guess they run a background check on you and all this other stuff to say that you can even go visit these people, the inmates, right? Okay, so then from the time that you're approved, there is a search, right? They have to search you before they allow you into the institution. Now, I would say obviously it's obvious, why they would need to search you or whatever in certain ways, but I was surprised at, some of the other stuff they did. Like, for instance, you would follow the same etiquette, like, when you fly. If you're going to fly or you're going to go to a courthouse, you wouldn't wear an underwire bra. You wouldn't wear, everything that you carry, like even a purse or whatever that you would normally carry with all your stuff in it. You can't do that. You have to carry something. You have to carry something that is see-through so they can see everything, that you're bringing into this institution, right? Okay. So they search you, they check all your stuff. Now, I came one day to go visit this guy. We'll call him Mr. L. I came to go see Mr. L. And it was, like I said, it was a very new experience for me. I was a much younger woman, and I really didn't, or whatever. I know that at the time, I really loved Mr. L. You know what I mean? So I would have definitely went to go visit him in a hut in Tahiti if I had to. Okay, it was real for us. Okay. So anyways, while I was waiting to see him, I was watching other people get checked in and searched. Now, for my own search, I felt it just felt very weird. Okay, the whole search part, they pat you down. If you have an underwire bra, they do the little buzzer thing to make sure whatever's going on. They can ask you to take off your clothes, and if they feel like there's something else going on, they can strip search you. Okay, they can call you into a back room. I saw it done. I saw this lady. They was checking her, and I guess the little buzzer thing kept going off after they did the pat down. Is this my light? Yeah, it's my light. Okay. And they were checking her, and they called her in the back room, and they had a female deputy come in the back, because there was a man officer who called her in the back room, and he called the female deputy with them or whatever else, and they were strip searching the lady. And I just remember the lady, she came out crying. She was very upset, you guys. She was very upset, and I can only imagine you know, of course, that would be very upsetting to be touched and prodded and looked in those kind of ways when you're just coming to visit someone else, okay? But let me tell you guys this. If you guys have never been to visit an inmate before, you guys got to understand something, okay? You are giving up some of your rights by going to visit them, okay? Let me say that again for the people who don't get that. You are giving up some of your rights by going to visit them. If you guys ever looked at the what do you call that, the visiting form on some of those things, it will say that in the event of a riot or in the event that something breaks out or jumps off, you are considered the same as the inmate, which means they hold no value over your life or your safety. They're not saying that they're going to protect you. They're not saying they're going to come in for you. They're saying that they consider you to be a part of the issue, just like the inmates or whoever started the riot, okay? Now that stuff is very, you know, it's very unsettling, so to speak, okay? So anyways, what happened? Okay, so that was one of the things I saw. I saw the lady getting strip searched. This one lady, right, you guys know I'm a hair bear. I like to wear all kind of different kind of hair pieces and styles and everything else like that. And this one lady, she went in there. She was an older woman, okay? She was more like, say, yeah, you could tell she was like more so of a empress type woman. It's, you know, more senior age woman. And anyway, she went in there and they make you strip down everything. They make you take off your wigs, ladies. Let me tell you that right now. If you've never been in there, they will go up under that wig, okay? So, I'm just telling you what I saw happen. Now, good thing about it is that when I was in those days when I was going up there, I was a braid queen, so I always had my hair braided or whatever else. So the thing about braids is, yeah, you can go through them and search them and everything else like that, but they can't make you take them out. So anyways, so they went, and the lady, she was going to go see her son, and they went up on her wig, and I remember she was saying, well, are you sure you have to? She was looking around the room, y'all, like as to say, you know, who else is wearing wigs, who got to take off their wig? And she was so upset. My heart felt, trust me, I felt so bad for her because she wasn't prepared for that. You know what I mean? That's just like anybody who wears a wig or a hairpiece. It could be male or female, doesn't matter. If they're not prepared for you to see what's under that hairpiece, well, they're going to act like it. So anyways, my heart, don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm only laughing at the irony of it all, not the situation, okay? But I felt really bad for her. Anyways, because she was pretty upset. And when she took it off, it was quite apparent why it was, you know, she felt more comfortable with it on. So, anyways, the guy was going to see there was obvious differences in how they treated even the visitors, okay? Y'all, I just made it to Costco right now. I'm going to go in Costco right quick and grab my energy drinks. Y'all stay tuned. Let me see. I got my selfie stick, so I may take you guys in there with me right quick. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to BRB. Y'all had got so carried away. Why did I leave my car, right? And I was so fixated on making sure I had my purse and talking and you know, getting ready to finish this vlog out. Why did I walk straight out of my car without my face mask, y'all? Now, usually I don't wear these kind of face masks. I usually wear the face shield because I feel like it's more breathable or whatever. So I just put the shield on and it don't mess up my makeup. But why when I got in here, the guy, he was like, oh, here you go, ma'am. He was like, a face mask. I looked at him like, why you offer me a face mask? And Trip like, oh, wait, I don't have my face mask on. So that was the appropriate thing to do. Y'all, your girl out here living all kind of crazy right now. But I think I really just needed my energy drink in my system. So it's good. No. Anyways, let's see if they have them. But yeah, so the different, I don't know how well y'all can hear me. I want to keep telling y'all this story, but I don't know how well y'all going to be able to hear me while I tell it. All right, let's see. Oh, they over here grabbing some too. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm waiting for my turn to go ahead and grab a case of these. Now, last time I came in, I actually grabbed 2 cases. And it lasted me for a long time. It wasn't just me drinking them, for the record. It was me and Bestie. I'm telling on her, too. Y'all, hold on. These drinks right here, I couldn't turn the camera around. These right here. These rock stars. Okay, I hope I didn't make nobody dizzy. Y'all hold on 1 second, let me grab them. Okay, so anyways, what was I telling y'all about? Oh, the other situations that was happening. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and go pay for these energy drinks and check out, grab them so I can get back situated in the car, and then I'm gonna come back on with you guys and finish my little story time about the things I done seen behind bars. Y'all, it's crazy out here. I BRB, y'all. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back in the car. I done sanitized my hands, and I got my energy drink on deck. So, what was I telling y'all about? All right, so so much stuff going in there during the visiting, right? During the visiting, you look around, everybody's being super observative, okay, of everyone and everything, and it's like you could tell that obviously that the prison is a business within a business, right? Of course, we know it's a business to house inmates because you get to treat them, you know, like slaves, and you get to, you know, you get to make a whole bunch of money off the work that they do, because there is that part of it, okay? But then within the house, okay, there's people within the institutions, there's people who run those institutions, and those people are usually the residents, okay? And when the residents run the institutions, they have a lot of stuff going on. Now, just like y'all was seeing in the movies, you wouldn't believe them police, okay? They decide who to protect, who has the authority to move in which way, and who does not, whose world it is, okay? So, for instance, there was this one couple. I was sitting there with Mr. L, and Mr. L and I, we have been missing each other. And y'all know, if you've ever been in a long-term relationship, whatever else, you're intimate with your boo, you guys miss each other, you haven't had that passion, that fire, in quite some time, you're gonna want that fire back at some point. Okay, so, you know, Mr. L was trying to convince me that there was an area during the visit that we had that we could go to and get passionate, is what I'm gonna say, okay? He was trying to convince me to get passionate. I was thinking about it too. I was like, okay, so show me where it's at. You know, I was just in my own mind, okay? In my own mind, I was debating, you know, if it was worth it, okay? But so anyways, while I was debating that, and that during that process where he was, you know, trying to tell me about yada 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 in a visit, there was this one couple, and I want to say they were probably some Italian folks, whatever else. And the girl, now keep in mind, when you go visit, they have a very strict dress code. There's no spaghetti straps. This is a t-shirt I got on right here, spaghetti strap. There's no spaghetti strap. There's no see-through. There's no short dresses, short skirts, nothing else like that. It's pretty much everything that you have to wear have to be up to code, or I guess maybe more so business professional. I'm gonna say maybe it should be, if you follow that alignment, it might be better. So, anyways, this one Italian chick, excuse me, I saw her when she came in. She looked really, well, she was pretty, but when I saw her when she came in, she had on, when I say a short skirt, you guys, and she had no underwear on, okay? No underwear, short skirt. That shirt came right down. If I was to stand up right now, right down, like at the top of your, how do you say? Right at the top of your thighs, where you could see, if you were wearing a certain kind of pants, if you could see the print, okay, of your own good girl, I'm gonna say it like that. If you could see, where you could see the print of your own good girl at, that's how short the skirt was. It was way up there on the thighs, okay? And that's how I knew she had no underwear on, because she did some little movement, like, you know, like, I'm not like I'm trying to be perv or nothing else like that, but she did some kind of little movement with her legs or whatever, and I was thinking, well, I'll be damned. I could have swore they said outfits like that was not permitted, but I guess it was for her. But that also told me who the shot callers were there. Anyways, just another observation. So she did some little, you know, dirty Diana leg cross. You see, she had no drawers on. But anyways, when her dude came up there looking like, you know, he was, what do you call that? Dude was an Italian stallion, you know what I mean? He was corn-fed up in there looking all swole, okay? And she was jumping all up on him, oh, daddy, kissing him and hugging him. And I'm thinking, he put his hand straight up under her skirt, you guys. Straight up under her skirt. I was like, you know, they very strict, excuse me, on the rules. Okay, they sent me home one day because they said I had a see-through shirt on. They said, you're not allowed here with a see-through shirt on, ma'am. The rules say that when you fill out the visiting form. Another story, maybe I'll tell it another time if you guys are even interested. Anyways, the guy put his hand straight up under her skirt. She's smiling and laughing and this and that, right? At some point, his hands up under her skirt so long, I mean, I don't know if he was getting her off, or maybe he was pulling the drugs out of her kitty. I don't know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, okay? But it was a lot going on there. But one thing I noticed specifically about the what do you call those, the COs there, the correction officers, okay, they did nothing. They turned their head the other way. They act like they ain't seen nothing. I was like, now ain't this some stuff? Because one of the officers who turned his head the other way and act like he ain't seen nothing, he was one of those same people when I was going through check-in one time to go see my dude, who told me it's against the rules, you got a see-through shirt on. You can't wear see-through shirts here. Oh, okay. And if they have this one thing, like if you don't have the appropriate clothes on, it's like, say, I forget the name, it's been so many years, but say they call it something like the family house. You can go like a couple of miles up, 2-3 miles up. I'm at the post office, so I gotta go here right quick. You can go 2-3 miles up from the friendly house and you can go get some clothes to borrow, because most of the people who come visit these inmates, y'all gotta keep in mind, they coming from hours and hours away. Some people even come from out of state. Okay, so that's a long way to go, you know, to be able to have to turn around, and you ain't got nowhere to turn back to, or it's gonna take you a long, you know, you've been missed the whole visit trying to turn around. So I had to go to the family house or whatever else. And the only reason I even went to that family house is because I was so annoyed. I felt like I was already up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it took me a couple hours to get there, like 2 hours, maybe something like that. And I was driving, and I don't know if I was an okay driver. I wasn't as seasoned as I am now. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to have to go all the way back. So I went to the little family house, and the family house is where they have donated clothes or used clothes, or whatever else that you can borrow for your visit. Then you gotta, you know, leave your ID or a $5 deposit, something simple, then just bring the clothes back. So I went there one time and I got a shirt, but also I was steaming because I was saying to myself, when he sent me home for a shirt, it wasn't even like the t-shirt I have on now. The shirt wasn't really see-through. That was the whole thing. It has what I wish I can think of that. What's the name of that print? It's the material of the shirt. It's not really, you could see through the shirt. I guess he was just, I don't know. Anyways. So, but at the same time, there was girls there with strapless shirts on. There was girls there with tank tops on. He told me to go. The injustice is real, and it gets even realer depending on how you identify. I'm gonna put that out there because it's a fact. Anyways, what else was I gonna tell y'all? Oh, so the Italian stallion going crazy with his hands and fingers over there with his baby girl, okay, and they having a good time. Now, to the naked eye, it may appear that they was just making out, or he was just, you know, giving her a little finger love. That wasn't all that it was, because I found out, okay, later on, okay, that baby girl was a mule, okay? And a mule, for those of you guys who do not know, this is my receipt from Smart and Final. Safeway. Got too many receipts. A mule, for those of you guys who do not know, is a person who is a carrier, okay? Meaning that she brings drugs into the prison. And I was thinking, well, I see why it's easy for her to do, because all the guards, you know what they do, the CEOs? They turned their head the other way and minded so obviously they was paid off, okay? Obviously they was paid off, but the Italian stallion, he had people in his pocket. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. He was the one running that prison, okay? That's just what it was. But now, question of the day, could you date an inmate? I have dated an inmate, and it was a very humiliating experience for that part of my life, because it was a lot of things that you had to hold your pride back for. It was one of the times I was so enraged at something that happened. I'm trying to think maybe I'll do that another story time if y'all even care to hear it. But I remember one of the times I was so enraged at something that happened on a visit, that I was in tears. I left in tears, and I ain't no crybaby female. I mean, I can cry off like sappy stuff, but I'm really not a crybaby type female. I'm more the person who, you know, would be annoyed and move on to something else or whatever else. I don't really tend to cry as much, you know, unless it's something that's physically hurting me. But yeah, I left in tears. I was so mad. It was probably just the corruption and injustice of it all. And it was like nothing you can do. It was nothing you can do. So when you're dating somebody, guys and girls out there, girls and guys out there rather, when they're an inmate, so are you. If you have never done that before, think about it. You think about that carefully, okay? Because they don't just take away that inmate freedoms, they take away yours. Now you tied to a phone waiting on them to call. You know what? My mother, she gave me, because she knew how crazy I was about old boy back then, okay? She gave me this book. It was by Ayanna Van Zant. It's called The Prisoner's Wife. That book Look, after I read it, it had me in freaking tears. I was so mad because at the time I was completely emotionally tied to this dude, okay? And when you're emotionally tied to somebody, how it talks about this one lady, how she, you know, I think she had married this dude, and they wasn't able to consummate the marriage because something happened during the visit, and she had to go home and self-please herself, and how she cried herself to sleep, and that was her life. That was her life. She joined his life, and that was his reality, so thus it became a part of hers. Very disheartening, but very real and very true. I don't want to wear that thing. I'm gonna wear let me get my face mask. So you ask yourself, could you date a prisoner? Yeah. Would I ever want to date a prisoner again in life? Hell no. Hell no. If I had met him and we was already hubby and wife, and God forbid some unfortunate circumstances happen or something else like that, then yeah, I wouldn't leave him. I wouldn't leave him or abandon him. But would I just this day and time I meet somebody and then find out that they are inmate and say, oh yeah, let's just move with this? No. The most I could offer you is a friendship, okay? And I ain't talking about no pen pal. Don't be expecting me to send you no pictures, no letters. Ladies, guys, whoever's listening, y'all move how y'all want to move. Do whatever's comfortable to you, all right? But word to the wise, when y'all be sending people them pictures, okay, them pictures become the net's pictures. Them pictures belong to everybody. Guys, I mean, you know, hey, so many stories y'all could tell you guys, but maybe I'll save it for another story time. But they pass around pictures, y'all. They pass around pictures. They sell pictures. They share pictures. Everybody's yorking off to the pictures. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It just depends on how you want to move. Yeah, if you just start dating a guy, or somebody done told you, well, I know a great guy, but he happens to be locked up, you think about that. Or I know a great girl, but she happens to be locked up. I wouldn't say don't talk to him. I wouldn't say don't get to know him. I would say you need to investigate and prepare yourself for the investment that you're getting ready to make if you decide to move in that direction, because it is an investment. It may start off with somebody saying they just want somebody to talk to. Okay, then you get, maybe you get more comfortable in the conversations, and those conversations go longer and longer. And then guess what? They would love to keep talking to you, but they can't afford it. They don't got no more money on their books to make calls. Oh, but let me go ahead and put some money on the books just so we can talk. Girl, guy, guy. Let me tell y'all, move how y'all want to, move with love. Take your mind with your heart. This is the shield that I was talking about that I thought I had on my face when I went in Costco, that I did not. You guys. But I'm about to go wear this in the post office right now. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm coming back, but, well, I might come back to say y'all bye. Okay, I'll be RB. Y'all, it's hot outside today. It's a nice day out here. Even though I'm not much for the heat, it's nice outside. It's not too hot. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this vlog off here in this story time. If you guys want to hear more stories like this or different experiences that I had, it don't have to be these jail stories, but any other stories that I went through and you guys rock with my story times, go ahead and light up the comments and let your girl know. I'd love to hear about all that. I want to know your experiences. Have you guys ever been with somebody or who was incarcerated? What was that like for you guys? What was the highs? What was the lows? Would you do it again? Yes or no? So light up the comments and let me know. If you are new here, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell anyone and everyone that your girl's out here car vlogging and story timing and telling y'all all about my tea that happened to me. And I think y'all on deck for it. So thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here now. But like I always say, there's always another story to be told. But for now, bye. I can't